Up guys, welcome to part 1 of a little series I'm going to call Cat's Eye, where I'm going to have a look at some mods that I've noticed, particularly like this one that's been on the hot files this week, where I've had a look at it. It looks like it's going to be interesting, but it isn't quite there yet. The first one is this Skyrim Reloaded SKGE by Alnet, Timeslip, Scanty, ShadeMe and Etheron. And basically these guys have done a similar mod for Oblivion called Skyrim Reloaded, and having had a look through the screenshots, it looks like they've done a lot of work actually in the game engine to make the game a little bit more appealing, adding EMB effects without actually having an EMB, and therefore should be more friendly to lower powered systems. So let's go along, have a quick read through. The mod author does say that this is not actually a finished mod, it is a work in progress. He's claiming about 10% I believe so far, and he's trying to update it on a monthly basis. I had a quick read through some of the posts earlier on, and I'm comfortable enough to download the files and have a quick look. It's a very small file and doesn't take long to download. Installation is a standard double click manual, looks okay, and enabled. Doesn't matter where it is in your list, so I'm quite happy to leave it at the bottom of my plugins. Let's go in game and have a quick look. No doubt you've noticed we have black bars top and bottom. That's easy to remove. We're going to do that in a second. We're going to go back into mod organizer in just a sec. I'm going to draw your attention to one of the other things that is a little bit strong on this, and that is the depth of field. As you'll see, Ilya is out of focus at the moment. If I put where my crosshair would be, she instantly steps into focus, but the moment she moves out, she blows up again. Depth of field is a little bit strong. You can change that in the inner settings. However, for the time being, I'm going to leave it as it is. But I'm going to go back into my organizer and get rid of those black bars. So let's do that now. Right, so let's do some changes. I'm going to go along to the mod itself and double click. And you'll see there's a list here of all the ini files that it changes. For details of what these are exactly, if you go along to the file tree, to docs, and hit the little arrow, on the Skyrim Reloaded, you highlight it, right click and left click open, you'll be taken to the Skyrim Reloaded readme page, and you can have a good look through at what all the settings do. Now I don't want to change too much, I just want to get rid of the black bars for the time being. So I'm going to go back into mod organizer, back along to the ini files, and it's the SKSE plugins reloaded ini that I'm going to have a look at. So I click to highlight it, and you'll see here we have enable cinema equals 1. That means those black bars are in use. I want rid of those, so I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click and drag through the 1, replace it with a 0, and then click save. You don't need to worry too much about changing anything here. As it's a mod, you can always just reinstall the original version and overwrite this mod, and all the settings will be reset to the default. All you're doing is changing the ini file in the mod itself. You are not touching your original ini files at all. So I can now click close, and we can go back in game and see if we've got rid of those black bars. Right guys, so we're back in game, and you'll see the black bars have been banished. However, the depth of field is still a little bit strong. I will mention now that I have turned down vision off in the MCM menu, so that's not affecting it as well. As you'll see, if you draw weapons, they're slightly blurred, and when you have a bow and you draw back, you have mysterious patches on your left arm. Those are a little bit strange. Also, if you look down with your weapon, your arm seems to disappear into the floor. I think these are all things that the mod author can probably tweak out and get working properly. And if so guys, this is going to be one of those mods that's going to make your game look even prettier than it did before. I did also notice in the posts that someone had said that this doesn't work with Purity. and yet here we are with Purity running and running along. It does, however, at the moment affect stability. As the mod author did state, this mod is not a complete, it's still got a lot of work to do on it. However, for a work in progress, I am highly impressed with the way this looks. And if you only use it from time to time to do screenshots, it will really enhance the images. And even if it never comes to completion, this is one of those mods that I'm probably going to add into my game when I want to take some screenshots, just to add the extra wow factor. Right then guys, I think I've taken up enough of your time. I think I like the idea of this series, so keep an eye out for more Cat's Eyes coming soon. If this video's been helpful, drop me a like, write a comment, maybe even subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.